Well, hello everybody. Now this is the video I didn't think I was going to make. So I thought I would give a little bit of an explanation and tell you a story. Now the last video I made, where I said that was it for my channel, I thought it was going to be it for my channel. I was on the road to treasure. Lumps and bumps, aches and pains, not finding much. I'd done a few hunts before that, and I was going to end up with a video. And that video, you would probably see it, but most people wouldn't. And I'd get 2,500 views, I'd get no subscribers, and it's thankless. It really is thankless. Apart from you saying thank you, which means a lot to me. And what means even more to me, in a little bit of a mercenary way, is the people that buy me coffees. And there's a guy that buys me 10 coffees, and boy, do I drink 10 coffees a lot. And him and a few other people were really the only thing that kept me going, because I take those few dollars and I multiply it by 100, and I get a number that says, wow, I've got friends out there, I've got people that like my stuff out there. And that was the only reason I'd been doing it for about the last year, was because of you. And anyway, so there I am, lumbering around in pain, not finding anything. And I go, I really need to stop doing this, because it's a lot of effort. I could have written several novels in the time that I've made all these videos. And by the way, I've written about a dozen of them, so, I'm not just picking that off the top of my head. And novels pay, well, not really, but, you see what I'm saying. And I've written many, many, many albums too, and I'm not doing any of those, I'm making these videos. And all I'm getting is YouTube basically suppressing me, and, only the real fan base, hardcore fan base, finding me, It's a heartbreaker. Oh, by the way, I've just got over COVID. Yeah, again, second time. Not so bad this time, but anyway. Yes, so there I was in the field, in pain, not finding anything. Going to be doing a video. It was going to get watched by 2,500 people, rather than the 20,000. That would kind of be the sort of number that would keep me going. And I'm thinking, right, I'm going to stop. Now, the other half of my brain's going, no, you can't stop, you've been doing this for 5 years, you've got people out there that wait for you to come on Saturday afternoon, and you can't just let them down like that. And the pain half of me goes, yes, I can. This is not something that is supportable, I'm going to stop. No, you can't stop. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. So anyway, stumbling across the field, and I get a signal. And it's a really good signal, it's a really, really good signal. And it's a 90, so on the dais, that could be silver. So I go, right, very simple. If this is silver, I'm going to carry on. If this is copper, that's it. I quit. I'm moving on. So anyway, I dig the hole. It's copper. So I go, right, done. I'm finished. Game over. That's all, folks. And then you saw the video. Now, I must say I was expecting a few people to go, oh, stop. No, don't do that. Make videos, please. But I wasn't expecting 1,000 people to do that. I wasn't expecting the sort of messages I've been getting. And they've really moved me. They really have moved me. And, I've been sort of happy about that, and smug about that, and horrified by that. Because, I don't really want to let all you people down. But on the other hand, I can't keep making videos every week, spending, basically all my leisure time on making videos, and then have companies who are making money out of me, but then throttle me. I mean, if I make $100, they make $100, which is obviously not enough. And a lot of metal detector video makers out there will know the feeling. They used to get 30, 40, 50,000, maybe 200,000 views, and now they're getting 4s and 5s, lucky to get a 40,000 now and again. And what's changed, eh? What has changed? Well, I'll tell you what's changed. David Letterman. I get David Letterman pushed on me. I get loads of TV programs pushed on me. I get all sorts of TV rubbish that I don't watch. I haven't had a TV in 30 years pushed on me, because that's what they want me to watch. Because probably that's the stuff they've bought outright and they don't have to pay royalties on. And creators like me are actually kind of expensive for them. Anyway, so there I am looking at all this stuff, going, oh no, what have I done? Oh no, oh, don't say that, oh. So the next day, after I posted my goodbye video, I go on the field behind me, which is a field of nothingness. I've been on it before. I actually found a nice jeton of, whatever his name, Krunkerheisel Wisselwasser. The good old jeton you'll see now and again us Europeans and treasure hunters finding. They were for counting boards for accountants back in the day, would you believe it? Anyway, so I go on there, I'm going across the field, bing, bing, 91. So this is the next day. And I remember him thinking, if that's a silver coin, I'm going to make videos. But of course, this is the next day. I posted the video saying goodbye. Anyway, that flashed through my mind. But of course, it's never going to be a silver coin. You just don't find them. One in every 80 or 90 coins are going to be silver. So anyway, I dig. And up pops something. Doesn't look silver. Looks Roman. Looks very Roman. And it's the wrong size for anything but a denarius. But it's not silver looking. But it is kind of silver looking. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I go, oh, that's a silver denarius. So one day later, up pops a silver coin. Not just any old silver coin, but a silver denarius. So I'm a bit shaken by that. Anyway, so I look at it, and I study it, and I get it back, and I start cleaning it up. It's not any old silver denarius. It's the silver denarius of Augustus Caesar, the first emperor of Rome. So, wow. You know, it's the second denarius I've ever found in however many years I've been treasure hunting. 30 years, 40 years, 20 years, 25. More than enough. Second denarius I've ever found. And Augustus. Anyway, I studied it more. And it's a coin that is actually celebrating his victory at Actium. And Actium was a battle between him and Mark Antony, and it was the defining battle, or rather the final battle, of him becoming the emperor after the murder of Julius Caesar. He was the nephew of Julius Caesar and his heir, and him winning the empire by fighting the forces that murdered Julius Caesar, and then fighting within his own group to become the undisputed world champion of Rome. So, wow, that's amazing. So I'm going, you know, I wished upon a silver coin, and the next day up pops a silver denarius of Augustus celebrating his most famous battle. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm not going to make a video every Saturday, but when I've got a video to show, I will put it up, and it really has to punch above the normal weight of the stuff that I've been doing, because Google goes, nah, boring, and you don't get to see it. It doesn't push it out. Nobody comes and watches it. So it has to be good enough for all my subscribers to want to come, and for people to find it, and for there to be enough, well, likes and subscriptions, probably not what does it these days, but enough people jumping onto that from browse and from, well, we don't get suggested videos anymore. That's what tips you off that you're being strangled, because they don't give you suggested videos. Doesn't matter how well it goes, they won't give you any of those. So whatever it takes to get the algo to say, hey, we'll actually show it to people that like Chill Bill, we'll actually push it to them and see if they come, and we'll push it to a wider audience. I have to make those videos. So when I've got one, I'll put it up. Now, I do spot from all the lovely, lovely, lovely comments you've sent me that you actually rather like adventures as much as you like treasure hunting. And that, you know, if I canoed down the Orinoco with a headhunter, you'd be happy enough to see that as me being afield finding a pot of silver coins. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take you along to things that are really interesting that you might not be able to go to yourself. Oh, I know you won't be able to go to yourself because it'll be, you know, country far away. So to take you with me as my friends, and that's really what I've come to the conclusion of. The people that watch me are my friends, and I'm going to take you on some special journeys, and when I've got special journeys to go on, I'll make videos and I'll put them up here, which might mean there might be famines of many, many weeks between videos. Or maybe not, I don't know yet. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I will post videos that are special, like I hope this one is, for all you people that said, please come back. Well, here I am. I hope they'll be as special as those videos that are to come. So here we go. Watch me find that Roman denarius of fate. Well, I've made myself go out. Oh yes, got to get out, stretch those bones, because those bones are aching, 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 and I need stretching, stretching, stretching. Dear Oh dear. I'd never guess when I was a youngster this sort of thing happens to you. Must be important. Here comes a car. So anyway, this is the first find of the day, and I was saying first coin find of the day, but it doesn't look really rather like a coin at all. But it must be a coin. It could be a button, I suppose. No, it's not. It's a coin. It's really deep. It was 10 inches deep. And I managed to fish it out with my pinpointer, right on the end of the pinpointer, going berserk. And then I couldn't get the camera to work, so I couldn't catch that moment. But anyway, this is what we got. And this will be a single tournoir, a single unit, a 1 cent. Yes, I don't know of who though. Might be something else, but I guess it will be something from the 1500s or 1600s. Anyway, this rough terrain is difficult, but we must overcome. Well, second coin of the day. Last one was about 20 minutes ago, and this is going to be a 5 centimes of not too long ago. I mean, it could be a big, could be lots of inflation money francs, or just 5. Well, it's 20 centimes. Does it say 1968? Can't really see it. But anyway, it's not 1668. But it's a 20 centimes from before the euro. Wow. Oh, this ground is good training for something. I'm not sure what. The long jump. Anyway, thought it was a coin, but it's a button. Really deep. Really, really deep. Scratchy signal. Very deep. You never know what's going to come up. But it's this, a button. Have a look. There it is. It looks like a coin, but you can see there's a shank going on there. Not much of one, it's got to be said. Well, this is my excited face. It's my excited face. I think it's a Roman or something weird, like a Celtic copy or something. I don't know. But it's not a good old-fashioned single tournoir, double tournoir, liard. No, it's not. It's something much more ancient than that. So let's see if we can have a better look at it than I just had. But it looks like it says AVG on one side, which is Augustus, I think. And I think on the other side there's some figures, I think. But anyway, have a look. So there's the lettering. I think that's lettering. Pretty sure it's lettering. There. At the bottom there, does not say AVG or something similar. But on the other side, down there, looks like something going on, figure standing, with an underline with some writing below it. That's what it looks like to me. And that would be typically Roman. Anyway, very exciting indeed. So I'm back to that spot where I found the Augustus Actium Denarius yesterday. And see if it's another coin or 50 here. Probably not, but I've got to know. Well, that's a nice find. Don't rub the nice find. Well, that's a thing. It's also pretty Roman, I'd say. Well, it's heavy and it's copper stroke bronze. And it's odd shaped. And it's lumpy. And I don't know what it is. Bottle opener. Don't think so somehow. Closed on the top there probably. Anyway, that's going in the pocket. This is my excited face. This is my very excited face. Well, I found that kind of funny ball-shaped, bottle opener-y thing. And I just got another signal. And here it is. And this is, back there is where I found the Denarius of Augustus. And this is definitely another Roman. Well, I think it is. I'll have a close look in a minute. But let's have a look. It's come out, it's just got Roman written all over it. So let's have a look. So I might have just got myself another Roman hotspot. And there it is. That's got to be Roman. That's just got to be a Roman minim. Well, got another coin in here. Don't think it's Roman. Pretty deep. Think it's probably going to be a double turn wire on Liard, but don't know because it's covered in mud. Could be something completely different. So let's go and have a look. So here it is. And look, try not to fall over backwards. Yeah, you see that's sort of double turn noir thickness. So that's my guess. Double turn noir. Yeah, double turn noir 1600s. Well, this is getting interesting. I'm stumbling around here. It's not really that rough, but you know, my feet, they're not that good. Anyway, got another coin. Pretty sure it's a Roman. It's covered in mud, but it's the right shape and size. Now, it's by a very interesting feature. It's interesting because I wouldn't expect stuff around here, but have a look. So there, let's see if I can press the zoom. Zoomage, zooming in, is a big kind of quagmire pond thing. So maybe it was a pond, and maybe the farmer's just filling it in, and therefore make it just like a quagmire rather than a pond. So maybe there's a house around here, but I'm about, what, 30 meters, 30 yards away from that pond there. And in my hand, I have a coin. Let's have a look at it. So there you are. That is your classic Roman minim size. Could be a button, of course. I haven't actually proven it's not a button yet, but no, it's not a button. And that is some kind of Roman, don't rub the Roman, or Celtic coin. I would say, well, Celtic's much rarer than Roman, so that's going to be a Roman small bronze. And might have some detail on it. Second one of the day. Oh yes, I wasn't expecting to be here, to be honest, because this is quite a long way away from the first one, a good 100 yards, so there's a big patch of potential here. Very good. Very exciting indeed. Oh yes. Well, mystery item number one. I've had all this excitement, and then of course, as generally happens, it goes all quiet. Don't know what that is. It's a ferrule of some sort, I think. But anyway, in the pocket it goes. Well, it's another coin. Finally, after quite a long time. You know, that could be Roman. It kind of looks like two people standing with a shield there. But of course, you never know till you know. So I'd like that to be a Roman. Could be very worn Roman, or it could be, it's very thin, could be just a denier. Just a denier. Well, there is a coin. It's only a few inches past that last denier. I thought it was a denier anyway. And here's another one. Another coin. Got a decent patina on it, unlike the other one. Well, I don't know. It's quite fat. I have to give it a bit of the old rub on the magic trousers, as Cleggy would say. Hey there, Cleggy, hope you're watching. So let's have a look. Not exactly giving away its secrets, is it? Don't know. Probably a denier. Well, this is an interesting thing. It looks like maybe a knife handle. Don't know. We'll know when we clean it up. But it's got like these ribbons down both sides. Not by accident, I should think. So that's an interesting artifact. No idea what it is. If you know, post below. Well, that's a little button. Silver button, maybe silver plate. Well, I'm out in the wilderness by a lovely forest full of bluebells and white flowers at the beginning of spring. What could be better? So what a beautiful spot. A bed of bluebells and white daisies, just as the trees come out. Well, a little piece of spring heaven. So we're not having much luck today, but we did just get this thimble. It's blooming freezing. I've been out in lumpy bumpy land 2 deniers and finally got something that might be something. And a button, oh yeah. And that, I think, is the throat of a dagger scabbard. I might be wrong, I might be hallucinating, could happen. Anyway, we'll find out later. Well, I'm back on that field in my Canadian trapper's hat, and I've got a fabulous signal down here, which means it's either a tin can or Roman silver. Or something completely different. But anyway, let's go and get it. It's going to be a live dig, because it's so good. I've got to do a live dig, and therefore going to be a piece of a tin can, isn't it? Anyway, let's go. Well, that looks like what it probably was. That. Well, maybe not. Probably a stone. Let's have a listen. Nope. Well, they can't get more emphatic than that, which makes it, of course, a tin can. There it is. Oh, blooming hell. This is my excited face. This is my excited face. Oh, did you see that? I mean, I could put this bit before I found it, but it was just a brilliant signal. It could be a tin can, and it isn't. And you saw it come out, didn't you? You know what that is, don't you? Well, I know what I think it is. I think that's a Roman ring, finger ring, key. Or it's certainly a key. You know, Denarius, Augustus, Battle of Actium, sort of 20 feet that way. Let's go and see what it really is that we got down there. Well, look, I've decided when you find these things, you get carried away. You go, oh, here it is. Look, oh, it's the greatest thing in the world. Ah! And to the next piece, digging up a bottle top. So I'm going to try to make the most of it for you, because I should try to make the most of it for me. I mean, I've just got out of bed from COVID. COVID 2. Can you believe it? I got COVID again. Nearly died this time last year. Got COVID again. Nowhere near as bad, but you don't want it, trust me. So anyway, 3 jabs, 1 bad COVID, and COVID has the edge taken off it. You don't want it, you really don't want it. Anyway, down here, let's go. So there you see it. So let's get this all right. And that's it. Whatever that it is. It may be not a ring, I don't know, but it's a thing, it's bronze and it's big. Let's get right down the urn. Come on, urn. So you see that? I hope you do, camera. Anyway, let's get it. And I've got it. Oh, that's definitely going to be a key. Well, I don't think it's a finger key, like a ring key, but that's, well, probably not. But I think that's going to be kind of perforated. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a sword hanger. Yes, that's what that is. That's a sword hanger. So not Roman at all. Well, it could be Roman sword hanger. I don't know. It's a sword hanger, so 17th century, 18th century, so 1600s, 1700s. And that will be a hole there. There you go. Not a key, a sword hanger, which is almost as good. All right, it's not as good as a Roman finger key, I've got to say. But this is a really old sword hanger, and that's pretty well up there in the sort of bucket listing kind of things that you want to find. So that's really, really great. Oh, yes. Very nice, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Field. Well, about 20 yards on, this will be a Liard. You see it's thin, and that thinness says not Roman. Thick, chunky says Roman. Now this is very acid soil, and it's very low quality soil, so that's to put fertiliser on it and lots of cow poo, and that does for the coins. Well, copper ones anyway. Bronze would be alright, but copper, gone. That's the forest coin. It's behind the field I've just been on. Wasn't actually expecting to get anything. But that is a coin. I think it's going to be a double turnoir, but it might not be. I'm hallucinating all sorts of nice things on that coin. None of which are probably there. But we'll see later. Yep, and that's a Liard. So 17 blah, 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 Louis the 14th. Oh, I'm breaking my first sweat of 2022. You wanted to know that, didn't you? So this little road here was obviously used for hundreds of years. And it's not just something driven through these trees. So that's quite interesting, that. I might actually go down it the whole way. But for now, I think I'm going to call it a day. Because I've got a site I want to do tomorrow, which is 13th century. Could have hammered silver on it. Probably won't. And I don't want to blow up my knees. Because it'll be the last hunt before I have to go away from France. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. Well, you all probably have, haven't you? Anyway, thank you for coming along with me, and I'll see you again at some point when I've got something worth showing.